everybody. Happy Monday. It is Monday. Welcome to the start of another week. Jeez, I almost forgot. Hope you're all keeping well. Hope you had a lovely weekend. The weather, lads, well, it's summertime again. You know, 20 odd degrees and all of that kind. What? 22 degrees today. Man alive. There's aircon is going to be on now in a moment, but you're all very welcome. Tonight we fly in the FSReborn, the FSR500, based of course on the Piper M500 Meridian. Beautiful, beautiful machine this, with its Pratt Whitney PT6 engine. It's strictly a 2020 aircraft. However, Raul, the genius, the maestro. Well, he was the first developer, I think, to get his aircraft converted and in a working state in Flight Sim 2024. And well, if you're flying this, you'll notice because the frame rates are only brilliant. So that's the right. We're going to be flying that, but I can't move my screen, so it's up here. Anyway, what we're doing tonight, the weather where we are in Baker City, right? Kilo Bravo Kilo Echo. Where we are, we're going to be flying around trying to dodge some terrible weather, thunderstorms and whatnot. The real world weather here is actually terribly nice. It's beautiful, it's sunny, there's no clouds in the sky, because I couldn't interpret the weather, but it's grand. You see, with Microsoft Flight Sim, we get to play, you know what I mean, your mom, right, him, that thing. We can make up our own weather, you see. So we're going to be using some thunderstorms and stuff, and we'll have to see, what happens. But there's thunderstorms, so I'm going to go through my weather settings with you, and if we all kind of do the same, we should pretty much all have the same visuals on what we have to contend with. It's a bit of a triangle, this one, where we take off from. We depart out of Baker, then we're heading up to Kilo Golf India Charlie. From there, it's over to Kilo Alpha Lima Whiskey, and then it's back to Baker. So you move, right? So Kilo Alpha, that's Walla Walla. Ting Tang, Walla Walla Airport, and then it's over to Idaho County. Ooh. So we're actually seeing a bit of the Pacific Northwest while we're here as well. It's all fantastic news, isn't it? But anyway, a very productive day. I was out and about. We went to Limerick. We had Milanos for lunch. Ooh, he said in a proud and happy voice. It was what do they call it? We went to an Italian restaurant to have an American themed pizza, mac and cheese, and their weird fries with mustard. It was really nice, but come here, they put jalapenos. Yes, that's how you say it. But they put jalapeno on the pizza. Can I just say now, right? There is no amount of cold drink or ice cream that can cure the burn of jalapeno. But it was very nice. Very, very nice. I've no taste buds now. That's it. Shagged. They're gone. Away with you now. Right. But it's grand. We're here now. I should actually have jalapenos before I start streaming, because it just means then everything's kind of loosened up and your pronunciations, would be better. That's what I keep telling myself. I'm also doing some science tonight, just to see. We're not streaming to just Twitch, not just YouTube, but I'm also streaming to another place. I don't know what's going to happen there, and nothing seems to be connected anyway, but I said I'd try it for science. You see, can I push out 3 continuous streams? And it seems to be working. Nothing's exploded yet. Give it time, lads. Give it time. She'll explode. But it seems to be behaving so far, so let's see what happens. We're giving Twitch a whole load of bits and bobs. We're giving YouTube even more of them, and then, well, the other place, let's see what happens. Right? Let's see what happens. Because the idea being is, what platforms does one need to stream on? Well, I think the answer is going to be all of them, to an extent, because, well, where do people want to tune in from? Are they watching on their phone? Are they at the PC? Are they at their TV? So it's science tonight, lads. Let's see what happens, right? But sure, listen, if it all breaks, well, then I'll blame someone else. What else? Tomorrow is busy. A double header tomorrow. We're flying tomorrow morning in the F406. Then we're doing some trucking tomorrow night. And then, friends, I'm away on me vacation over to Spain. Espanol. Hola and gracias. San Miguel. Great bunch of lads. San Miguel. So, we're going to see how we get on with that. Do you know what I mean? But yes, if you'd like to fly along with us tonight, we're going to be using the Southeast Asian server here on Microsoft Flight Sim, and we'll use some JoinFS as well. As I said, the FSReborn, it doesn't really need an introduction. It is an incredible aircraft, and I haven't flown it in ages. And it's only when you jump back into it, it's like, Jesus, the amount of stuff that's included with the airplane, it's quite incredible. So, yeah, going to jump into this one. It's every way. It has the qualities of, say, the Duke. It has the style of a TBM. Performance is a little bit less. I mean, you're not going to get the same speed out of a TBM, but it's still very, very nice. There's also an awesome YouTube video. I keep looking for me pedals, they're not there. There's an awesome YouTube video of a fella flying the M500 on a ferry flight out in Europe somewhere. It's very, very nice. And it dons that all of fancy avionics stuff as well. So, yeah, looking forward to this one, lads. But anyway, who's here looking this on Monday? CP65 rambles in. Welcome aboard. APU Inspector, good evening. Vacuum is in the house. The Impossible Face, welcome in. Spitfire RAF 100 is here in the chat. Welcome aboard. Fierce Wolf is here, looking fierce. And Wolfie. That'll never get old. And you're probably saying, why does he always say that? Retriever Neil, good to see you. Shill is here. Super Ty is in the house. I had a fun time visiting the town of St. Andrews, right near the US mainland, just 2 kilometres from me, close enough. I heard a Harley biker on the other side of me, and my family visited the Huntsman Marine Science Centre, Fundy Discovery Aquarium, and the nearby St. Andrews Blockhouse National Historic Site. Now I'm back home. It's also 34 degrees. Jesus, Super Ty, sounds like a great day out, buddy. MDA 009. I have a button, I can't play it. I'll play it in a minute. Hello. Good to see you, man. Hope all is well. Victorious is here, good evening. Shuffle Shoes shuffles in. AJH John, hope you're well. Filthy, welcome aboard. Mac Manser is here. Alston's in the house. Aviate Apollo, welcome in, Aviator Apollo. Mac Vision, good evening. Daddy Plump is here. Hope you're doing well. And you, sir. And you. You're looking well. Echo Charlie's in the chat. Good evening to you, my dude. Happy Monday. Commander Balosh, welcome in. Viper Strike is here. He says, good afternoon, Murph and Fireflies. I'm flying cargo from Shannon to JFK. Jeez. Man, Viper Strike. Man yourself. Sun Jammer, hi there. Good to see you, buddy. Care85 is here. Happy Monday. Schutz, he says, evening all. Hope we're all tickety-boo. I just picked up the FSR500. All realism switched on. Will I be okay? This thing will actually hot start. You'll see flames and everything. I'm telling you, it's brilliant. You'll be grand, Schutz. Lie back and think of Ireland, you know. Or things that appear on that screen. But yes, Strap 21. Hola. Pop's Place is here. Just dropped in to see the condition my condition was in. Welcome aboard. Your condition is conditional. Shunty, welcome in. Tarnish Mossman is here. Good to see you. Chalks, good evening. G Slayer is here. Scorchio, yeah, it's quite warm. Muse Fan is here. Bursts in the door. Doing an Irish dance. He says, dance even. He says, how he is, his mad jokes is. Happy Monday. Good to see you, Muse. Hope you're well. Resonate, good evening. Malky is here. Creo, welcome aboard. I had to put the aircon on today, says Shill. Oh yeah, proper hot. 27 degrees here in Liverpool. Jesus, 27 degrees! Go down to the tavern. Or is it the cavern? The cavern or the... What's the name of the shagging thing? Is it the tavern? Where the Beatles played, you know, the Irish built it. That place, yes. QC Frank, 32 degrees. Bloody hell. Air fried, right? Stick Figure, good evening. Kanzui. Kanoozy, 42 months with a Prime subscription. Thank you very, very much indeed, my guy. Hope you're well, buddy. Also, lads, a big happy birthday to Naughty Gnome. It is his birthday today. Yes, some say he's out swimming in the sea, wearing a pair of Crocs and nothing else, right? The crabs will go from... but anyway, a very happy birthday to Naughty Gnome. And also, a shout out to Cyrus T. He created a brand new livery for the MH60, inspired by Heisenberg, putting the Snoopy character on the nose of the aircraft. The livery itself, of course, also inspired by our Alpha livery for Firefly Air. And, well, Cyrus did some amazing work there. That's available right now over on our website for free. It's all free. Sunjammer says, so you have to watch out for joyriders, those Irish drivers in convertibles driving with the roof down. We don't have... anyone who bought a convertible in Ireland, they have to be the most optimistic of people in the world, I reckon, you know, because they'll get use of it for all 7.5 hours of it. Do you know what I mean? Piku is here, good to see you. Toto2495, installing the MH60. Come on, Toto, you're putting on the coat, aren't you? Come on, tell us now, you're putting on the coat. Brilliant. Hope you're well, buddy. Nighthawk, Murphy Storm is in Winnipeg now. Yeah, the weather's shagged. Oh, look, it's starting to rain here as well. Oh, Jesus. It'd be grand. Stavros, welcome aboard. Who else come in? Death's Angel, good evening. I'm not able to fly tonight. Had to reinstall my machine today. I'll be with you tomorrow, though, for the 406. No worries, man. Where's this now? Morphe Triangle. Right, that's what it is. I thought this was Tuesday, so I did a medium haul flight. The Impossible Face, good man. Rock Lobster, number 1. Halloumi fries. No, they weren't the halloumi fries, they were the other ones. Jesus, what was the name of them? I forget now. Patrona fries? They weren't flies. Patrona flies, I think they're called. That could be also completely wrong. But yes, love a jalapeno. They're classed. Oh, they are, yeah. Burn the... Well, they would, right? I mean, you'd have your own afterburners. Soaring AJ. AJH, man, hope all is well. Is your third stream TikTok negative? Or, yeah, it's the toxic one. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, brilliant. We're going to bring some positivity, you know, normality, and overall nice people, and see what happens. And then if it doesn't work or it breaks, because none of me stuff is linked or working, we'll turn it off again. No worries at all. But anyway, it's science tonight, because if I know I can actually push out a third stream, that could be handy. You know what I mean? Could be handy. Especially the way Twitch is doing things in the background, pushing out multiples, right? Anyway, last time I tried pushing out 3 streams, it all exploded. Wait, are we still talking about live streaming? Jesus. Resonate, it is science, indeed. Lead Ballooner, good evening. Viper Strike, 5 in a row. Cheers, buddy. Goblin Zeus, a very good evening to you. It's 35 degrees now. Jesus, it's Russian. I love the way Super Typhon can capture the exact Irish accent by typing it. Isn't it brilliant? Proby Pete, good day from Arizona. Hello from Tipperary, you're looking well. Sean Dale, the developer is truly amazing. FSReborn. Raoul is such a lovely guy. Met him for a pint in London as well. He's just 100%. He's 100%. Where's this now? Proby Pete, yes. Neo is here, good to see you. Norway Rock. Hello. Welcome in, Norway Rock. Gregor, buenos dias. Very good. See, you have to learn the right. Tenured is here, good to see you. Cy120, good evening. Hello from a very hot games room in the Isle of Man. Chill. Jesus. The Isle of Man, no less. Grimmy McGinn is here, welcome aboard. Hope you're well, buddy. Where's this now? Classified, welcome in. Hello. Welcome aboard. Happy Monday. Yeah, it is Monday, Murph. The MH60 livery is awesome. Nice and Cyrus. It's class, isn't it? It's class. MDA, are you loving that chopper, man? Isn't it only brilliant? On Thursday, Germany will be an oversized air fryer, 36 degrees. Jesus, lads, it's getting hot, isn't it? Hermit something, a very good afternoon to Hermit over in Boston. You're very welcome in. Good to see you. Toto slept in that coat. What? You slept in the coat? That's hilarious. Cy Murray, good to see you, buddy. Corsair Chief. No, Corsair Chef, welcome aboard. Do you have your own afterburners? I'm telling you, after that we will. Do 3 streams equal a river? Don't cross the streams. Frozen Gamer, welcome in. I've flown the M60 every day since you purchased it. No way, man. That's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Who else is here? Look, Uniform Goose, good to see you. Mrs. TPHI, back from their Costco adventures. Welcome in. Kubi Montana. Hello. Visualize is here. Northland Air. Happy Monday. Banana Dave. Good to see you, Dave. Who else come in? Uniform Goose. Good day. Goose, hope you're well. Who else come in? Jesus is busy. Jaken's dad is here. Rian, welcome aboard. Vruden the Great. Welcome in, Vruden. You're looking well, you big tall man. Welcome aboard. Who else come in the door now? Steve Claxton is here. Sim Famous, have a great trip. Thank you very much indeed. It's good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Mr. TPHI, hello. 20 degrees. I can't wait. I'm tired of 35 to 40. Really? Where were you getting 35 to 40? John Morris, good evening. Bill A, hello from Idaho. Hello from Tipperary. You're looking well. Bill, welcome in. John Morris, good to see you, man. Hope you're keeping terribly well. Captain Gaiman is here. I may have flown a rock and roll legend this past week. She may have sang I Love Rock and Roll. Put another in the jukebox. A, B, I... Wasn't she one of the cores? No. Vaughn is here. Welcome in, buddy. My dude. Hopefully my next trip this Thursday will be a lot cooler temperature-wise. Ooh, you'll be touring the Cabot Trail in Nova Scotia. Oh, nice, man. Only 33 degrees outside of Boston. Jeez, that's roasting, lads. Roasting. Okay, was it Joan Jett? I can't say her name. Well, you didn't exactly make it impossible now. It's not like we're watching the friggin' Da Vinci Code. She may have sang, like, a one-hit wonder. Wasn't it a one-hit wonder? I'm a one-hit wonder. I did it right once. Right. Captain Tolerance, good evening. Hope you're well. Zybok Doc is here, calling from Denmark. Hello from Tipperary. You're looking well. I went looking for the pedal and it's not there. Right, now, the transition here. Are you ready? Are you ready? Do you know what I've just realised? The button on, definitely not a one-hit wonder. All right then. Did they sing more? Were they successful? Right. Anyway, I've just realised, look, the button that I turn off my light is located... Oh, hang on. Hang on, I can't hear you now. You can, talk quietly. I have to plug out my gadget and plug in a new gadget. Hang on. Right. Anyway, the button I have for my camera light is directly below the button I have that says turn off the stream. Well, it doesn't. It just says end. I'm very simple like that. I think that's a dangerous place to have that button. So if for whatever reason the stream instantly turns off, I'll be right back in a jiffy. Right, it worked. Grand. Brilliant. Right, come over here now, look. Murphy and the Frying Pan. Wait, what? It was Joan Lett and the Black Hearts. They had loads of success. Did they? Squee out of that music. You're probably me leg. I'm surprised when I meet someone as tall as me. Fruden, there is no one as tall as you. For you are the tallest in the land, in the realm. Right, let us see. Oh look, Sir Camsalot found me over in the place. Now, none of your stuff was coming true though. I don't know how we make that work, Sir Camsalot. Hang on. We're going to do science. Where is this now? This is required. Click here to reconnect. Oh, for feck's sake. We have to press buttons, lads, all over the shop down now together. Keep scrolling. Yes, authorize. I authorize thee to do the thing. Status, pre-authenticate. Mother of Jesus. Hang on now, lads. What weather are you using? We're going to have to make new ones, right? I'll show you now. Let me see. We're going to have to create some new stuff, right? Now, did that all connect? I think it did. Don't press buttons. Listen, it's grand. So far, everything's working. Lovely, and lovely. Right, is that working now? How about now? Hang on. Right now, if I type in something here and say hello. Hello? Well, that didn't work according to plan. Sync. Synchronize your... sync. What does that do? Your settings have been synced. Oh, brilliant. What did it do? I don't know what it did. But anyway, listen, it's not important. It's not important right now. I think it's shagged. I think it's shagged. Murph had an entourage at Flight Sim Expo. It was wild. It was awesome. It was loads of fun. Wasn't much of an entourage, but yeah, we were there. Now, let me see. Why isn't the chat working? Perhaps it's sunk.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Richie Evans, thanks for scaring the crap out of me. Jesus. I think it's shagged. Why isn't that working though, look? Let's see. You see, this gadget here says it's not connected. Your kick connection has expired. Well, if fucking just did it. Connected in as, right, yes. I see what you've done here. Yes. So why isn't that working? Log out and log in. Okay. Right. Your kick account is doing the thing. Right, hang on there now, Sir Camsalot. I see your messages. Try it again. Yeah, listen, it doesn't matter. We're going to bring some...
Can I get a refund?
No, there's no refunds. Oh, hang on, air conditioning. We need to try and bring positivity and spread it across the world. Now, did this come up here now? Ooh, Thunder and Lightning looks great in the sim. It does. It absolutely does. Right, why isn't that coming through over here, though? I'll try it again. No, Murphy. Press this one. Hi. Oh, came up over there, but it didn't come up here, look. Sir Camsalot, say something else to us. Say something interesting. Darlin is here. Good to see you, Darlan. Hope all is well. I'm surprised. Yeah. 60% of the time, it works. 10% of the time. Cyrus T is here. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Did you see the delivery he made? You can see it, but I can't see you. Feckin' stupid thing. Oh, yeah, I can't see it over here at all. Wait now, we'll try another sync. Yes. Close. Yeah, it doesn't seem to work on the chat thingy. I don't know. I got an alert though. I don't know, we got an alert. Anyway, Coco, welcome in. And right, anyway, I need to show you on the map. Navigraph. Run up there now, don't be afraid. She's loading up here now, lads. Right. Jesus, will you come back to me? Will you come back? Would you come back? Right, grand. Zybok, welcome in, buddy. So this is it, the Murphy Triangle. And we're going to be heading up here to the northwest. Then it's down, well, pretty much east, and then it's down to the southwest. Yes, that is our flight plan for this evening. And nothing too major, but we all know a plan never survives contact with the enemy, or in this case, the weather. So what we're going to do, friends, we're going to start creating up some weather. You see? Now I'm going to change the weather now because it all kind of came in on us very quickly, right? So I want everyone to go into their weather settings. Now if you go to live weather, it's a beautiful, gorgeous day. We don't want that, right? So we're going to go all the way down to where it says light thunderstorm, right? And we're going to mess around with some stuff in here. Are you ready? So light thunderstorm is what we're after. And the precip lightning, bring the lightning down. I want you to bring the lightning down to 20. Yeah? Temperature, pressures, humidity, you can leave all those alone. They're grand, right? But bring your temperature down to, or your lightning down to 20. Then click in on the wind. Yes. And on the wind, we're going to change the heading. It's going to be blowing in from this, where are we heading to? We're heading up into it. It's going to be blowing at a heading of 130 degrees and drop the wind down to about 15 knots. Yeah? This is 24, Hermit, 24. So the wind from 130 and the speed is 15. Come on down to your gusts. Also, 130. And you can keep that at 15. All right, that's the windage. Are we happy enough with that? Gusting 130 degrees, winds coming from 130 degrees, and that's our wind. Lovely. Next up, we're going to affect the weather itself. So we have coverage of clouds. So the low level, medium level, or high level. We're not going to bother with the high level. All right. Miracle Attitude, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. I've no alerts or anything set up for anyone who's over on Twitch. So, oh, hang on. I didn't do this for MDA. He's going to burst me. Ooh, MDA, hang on. Jesus, Murph. Ah, brilliant. Dave Cleary is here. You legend, Dave. I'm watching from Sandwich in Kent. Dave, only one thing could be better. If you were to be eating a sandwich whilst in Sandwich in Kent. Do you know what I mean? It was good to see you. Hope all is well. Jesus, Muse. Ooh, I need to get more of these. But yeah, I will. Yeah, I need to get more of them, right? Sim Update 3, negative. This is Sim Update 2. Sim Update 2. Right, we're going to go into... what are we going into this one? Oh yeah, we're going into this one here now, look. So, the low level... coverage, we're going to bring it to 20, density 1, scatter, bring the scatter up to 50. You need to copy what I'm doing here, lads. Very important. You are eating a sandwich. Brilliant. So the low level coverage, broken 20, density 1, scatter 20. The altitude at the bottom, 1500. We're going to bring that up to in and around 3,000 feet, lads. As close to that if you can. We need to get a song for Cyrus. Cyrus, drop me a DM with a song and we'll get you one in there, right? Altitude tops, doesn't need to be 10. We're going to bring this down to about 5. So 3,000 and 5,000, right? Are we all happy enough so far? That's the lower cloud layer, all right? We happy enough? Lovely. From there, we go to the middle layer. We go to the middle layer. And the coverage, once again, we're going to change this a little bit. Currently at 35, we're going to bring this down to 15. 15, right? Density is fine. Scattering, 15, right? The altitude top, 50 is ridiculous. We're going to bring it down to about 20,000. 20,000. Or 21,000, but as close to 20 as you can, right? Actually, density might bring that up to 2. Density 2. All right? We happy enough so far? And then the very top layer, leave it be. We don't need to do it. So we have our lower, our mids, and our highs. That is the weather we're going for. Time of day, 1734 local. And that should give you something that looks a little bit like this, right? And the reason why we're doing something a little bit like this, you will see where the heavy weather is starting to form very, very, very far away from us. However, we're going to be flying into it, you see, and we might have to dodge certain patterns. All right. Stevie B, welcome in, my dude. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're well. Scatter 20 or 50. We'll go with, what we go with? Oh, Jesus. Scatter 15. Yeah, so we're scatter on the lower 50 and on the higher maybe 20. Or, no, 15. I was right in 15. All right. 19 Falcon, good to see you. What is the bottom of the middle cloud? 3,000. Leave that as it. It'll come in default. We're only changing the top. All right. Now play around with it, but the idea is we're trying to get some sort of thundery downpours and stuff loaded in. You see, loaded in. Now, before we go any further, I want to show you this, just in case you haven't seen it. This is Discord. Hello, Discord. I want to show you. This is the brand new livery now available over on our website, created by Cyrus T. We did a competition on Discord the other day where the winner would get to name the aircraft livery, right? Get a logo or a picture or whatever on it. And this one was won by Heisenberg, and he put Snoopy. And there's Snoopy there. Isn't it really nice? Look. And Cyrus T did incredible work on this. Firefly Air is the EMS style livery, and of course it's gone with the Alpha one as well. That is stunning because it's also filthy, you big dirty bird. Right, that's what it is. So massive congratulations and a thank you to Cyrus. It's only the cat's meow, this one. You know what I mean? It does look very pretty indeed, doesn't it? Very, very pretty. So, with that said, friends, it is time to start. We'll start. Do all versions have a livery? Do all versions have a livery? Yeah, it's only available in 2024 though, Nighthawk. But yes. Right. Let's reset. And let's jump in to the FSR500. This, friends, is an exceptional piece of kit. So we're going to start off with the tablet, and all my settings are turned on. We can blow things up, so we've got to be careful, right? Our fuel, we'll just top up our fuel here, just around 75 in each. That'll do. And we can load instantly. We can load in, oh, it's S and T only. Thank you, Cyrus. S and T only. There we go. We'll go ahead and get Join FS up and running here as well. And we're going to see what the story is. All right. Right, that's all connected. That's all going the job there as well. All right, lovely hurdling. So weight and balance fuel, that's what I have in the aircraft. All right, we're going to remove the cones, the chocks, the prop covers, and also the pitot heat. All right, or the pitot cover. I'm on your Discord. I cannot find your flight plan, says Hermit. Hermit! Make sure, oh, hang on. Make sure you can see, come down to Flight Sim, go into flight logs. If you cannot see flight logs, it means you don't have a whatchamacallit. You don't have the cadet role activated. So what you need to do is go back up to start here. I'm just double checking you're not on this channel. You are there. It's in here, Hermit. You should see a little ping appearing it there now. All right. Just make sure you have the cadet role active, otherwise she won't play nice. Do you know what I mean? Right, anyway, that's all grand there. Now, when it comes to realism settings, everything's on. ESP, I've turned that off. I want to control the plane, not the plane control me. But it can do it, right? It can do it. We've wear and tear on all our systems. Our pre-flight, we can see everything with the aircraft. Everything says it's tickety-boo, all as well. Let's see what happens after that, all right? So the ground ops, we're going to load this load it instantly. If you go real time, you'll see the fuel truck come out. You see people come out to your plane. That's all modeled. It's done very, very well. All right. So that's the story there. Now, next up, we could go for an LGPU connection, or we just need to start it up. The M500 in the real world is terribly complex, as in the battery empties out almost immediately. So we have to be fairly quick with what we're doing. So there's no prop handle, there's an auto governor. You need to make sure that your condition lever is off. It's in the shut off or feather position, right? And then we have our throttle. Be careful and mindful of your beta range, all right? So we're going to come up on top here. Battery master switch. Lemar got a CTD. You poor old devil. Battery coming on. Fuel pumps auto. Ignition auto, right? Avionics generators, leave all that off for the moment, right? Don't worry about lights at the moment. This is all about getting the machine started up. All right. In terms of other things you need to watch, parking brake is set, gear handles in the down position, flaps aren't going to budge, circuit breakers all modelled, all of them, and there's consequence to all of these. They're all in place, so they look good. Quick check behind us. Beautiful pillows are there. We have our little fold-out table. Yes, that's all locked in. Cabin door indicators are green. That means it's sealed. So we're looking good. We've got choppers all over the place. Right, so we're going to go for a start in this machine. Are we ready, friends? Do you hear the thunder already? Jesus. Start mode is going to be a push start. And let's see what happens. Be Carlo, good to see you. Okay, ignition's on, prop spinning. We monitor NG. Get that up to the fastest possible speed. 16 and a bit, I'd say. There's 16. That looks pretty good. We shall introduce the fuel. Condition is on. Now we monitor ITT for a hot start, NG for a hung start. We should top out around 600. She's still climbing. 690, 712, 712 it peaked. NG continuing. Once we get over 50%, we're laughing. Good start in the engine. Starter mode is automatic. It cuts off. We'll now put on the generator, the alternator, and our avionics. All starting to come alive. And we have a good start in the aircraft. Stall warning test.
Stall. 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 Stall.
That's working. Pitot heat, stall heater, probably don't need it. Lights coming on. Fire detection and annunciator. Fire and annunciators are working. Lovely hurtling. My control profiles have been removed. Probably takes 10 minutes to set them up again. You're joking. Said I'd hop on Vatsin for a quick flight in my favourite airport, Bergen. Forgot about the event. Oh no! Epic fool, really. Black Sheep Gene is still holding his breath, waiting for the Meridian Tango throttle quadrant. Ooh. The first destination chill is Kilo Alpha Lima Whiskey. Alright. Did FSReborn bring the plane natively to 24? No, it's not a native add-on yet. It works perfectly. Because Rail did all the work, and it's fantastic. Wombat, 4 CTDs in a row at the spawn in. Really? Wombat, what's your multiplayer traffic settings like? I would recommend turning them down. Perhaps. Good to see you though, Wombat. Or if you want to give it a couple of minutes or go offline, and then we'll scuttle and then you can jump in. No, okay, I had two CTDs in a row as well. Jesus. ECS cabin comfort, normal. Bleed air, push in. That all looks good to me. Now, when it comes to the aircraft, barometric pressure and the jazz, we'll come on down here. We're going to go to a flight plan. And we'll start entering some stuff. Origin. Now, we can type this in as well. So we are Kilo Bravo Kilo Echo. Enter. Enter. En route waypoints. We've 2 of these, so it's going to be that of Kilo Alpha Lima Whiskey. Out of interest, what aircraft are you trying to spawn in with? Native updates will come after the Phenom, I believe. Yes, I believe so. Energizer, good to see you, buddy. That didn't work better, though. Well, that didn't work better, though. What happened, Hermit? Tell us what happened. Vision Jet. Doesn't make sense that it's CTD and like it's a native, as in a default airport. Kilo Golf India Charlie, Idaho County, and then our destination is back to where we started. Kilo Bravo Kilo Echo, Baker City. So we've entered all of that in. That is our flight plan. That's how everything looks. All right. Map detail is looking good. Output, terrain, next round we'll stick it on. This is all the weather in the area. Traffic we can turn on as well. And we can go back here just a little bit. Reset your baro. Takeoff config. I think it's going to complain about that for the moment. Let's see what happens. So we'll go for notch of flaps. You also want to get your trim right in this thing. So rudder trim, move her across. About 3 will do it. Energizer, you might be able to help me. Why am I missing out on the takeoff config? What is she not liking here? Neutral or takeoff, right? I always have that takeoff config, which is very strange. Rudder trim. No, we have a rudder trim done. See? Interesting that she's not turning green. It stays blue, look. I don't think that was a warning. It's not red or yellow. Yeah. It's basically telling you you're going to take off. No, I don't know what it is. Fuel pump needs to be in manual, I believe, or auto. Fuel pump auto. Fuel pump manual. No, that's not her. So we go auto. Ignition is grand. Everything up here looks good. Rudder trim. No, we've done the rudder trim. Or at least it's set, right? It's bang on set to 3. See that? That's interesting. So takeoff configuration. Is it letting you know that we are in takeoff configuration? Maybe that's all it is. Right, brakes off. Swap the power. And let's start making our way out towards an active runway. Now, based on the winds that we gave this, lads, we're going to be down the hill, which is down the bottom here. So, quick check a navgraph, zoom on in. So we want to be taking off. It's going to be runway 13. Runway 13. So I do believe we're going to have to back taxi here. Easy does it now, Jemima. Alright, let's see what happens. There's 8 and 2.6. We'll hang a right here. No friggin' charts. But anyway, we need to get up to 1.3, so that's where we're going. Holy frame rates, Batman. How are things looking? 60 frames. And you know what's frightening, lads? If I turned off multiplayer, I have about 180 frames here. Isn't that mad? Right, we go to the right and back taxi. Lights. Lots of planes. Had a look at the manual. You need fuel pumps manual, ignition manual, flaps less than 20, trim right between 2 to 3. Roger. So everything manual.
Oh, Jesus.
So it's saying ignition is on, fuel pumps are on, so it's just advisories. Okay. Let's see what happens. We're going to back taxi here on 1.3. Now I have turned down Jesus. Dennis C, a mad joke. Getting a chance to embarrass myself with a full-size 737 trainer at the end of the month. No way, man. Thank you very, very much indeed for the $20 donation. What a legend. The man is a legend. Thank you very, very much indeed. Dennis, the absolute mad lad. Jesus. Leave that off. Leave them on, I suppose. We'll leave them on auto. Right. As we back taxi here, runway 13. Now, our last little thing is going to be our transponder. We'll put in a code. Let's call it 2322. Squawk. That'll do her. It's nice and quiet in here. Flight directors, go ahead and activate. Altitude, bearing in mind we're currently at 3,000 feet. So we're going to bring this guy up to, let's call it 7,000 feet initially. All right. That's our initial one. It's been a hot second since I flew this. Me too, mate. Me too. It's a great machine, though. It is a great machine. So many people here with us. Bloody hell, lads. And as I said, some weather. Now, if we're not getting the weather that we're hoping for, we can always turn it up a bit. You know what I mean? All right, give ourselves a bit of a Yui here. Easy now. Easy now. Alrighty, sit tight. Flap set to 10. We're looking good there. Heading mode to runway heading. And we can go ahead and arm heading mode. We will go into flight level change, but only after we start climbing. Vertical speed we can turn on, and we can pre-program that to start climbing at 1,000 feet a minute. All right, we're looking good. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Let's do the thing. So, off the brakes. Power coming in. Takeoff power is set. Airspeed live. 40 knots. Easy. Easy. 60 knots. There's 70. Man, look at that chopper go. 80, 85. Oopsie daisy. Easy now, Murphy. Easy. Positive rate of climb. Brakes coming in. No. Gear coming in. Brakes coming in. Couple of stutters. Easy. Flaps in. Yaw dampener engage. Easy. Bit of trim. Bit of trim. Autopilot engaged. Jeez, this is nice. No pillows fell over in the making of this film. Brilliant. Alright, we're looking good. Okay, the impending mountainous region is Maximus in front of us, so we're going to hang a right here, lads.
You have a lovely voice, very like Celine Dion.
That Stinger is here, good to see you. Okay, right turn down to 180 degrees. We can hear the thunder. And let's see what this is going to start doing. Alright, we're looking good so far, looking good so far. Be mindful of that terrain. So far, so good. Stephen, thank you very much indeed for subscribing. We'll come in. If we break it, we definitely won't tell Raoul. No, we'll say nothing to no one about anything. It'll be grand. Look at her speed here. She's climbing like a champ. Great power in this aircraft. Right, flaps are up. Engine is behaving. Everything looks good. We'll do a count. So, I won't mess this up. So, right lads, you know the drill. If you're flying with Xbox, press 1. PC pilots, press 2. If you're using JoinFS or if you're using Skynet, you guys press number 3. And for everyone else who worries that Murphy just keeps pressing buttons, well, you press number 4. Hello, Fireflies. Welcome to the Flying Circus. We live stream every day, man. Right here. It is a exceptionally good looking airplane, isn't it? Oh man, I love the look of this thing. Right, watch your speed now. As we leveled off at 7,000, we're going to bring some of this power back, right? What else now do we have to look at? So this is all good. Let's check on the condition of the cabin comfort. So it's 32.5 degrees inside the cabin, which means it's hot as balls. So air conditioner can be turned on. We're going to bring that temperature down. The vent fans we can open, and we should see here. Why is the fan off? On. Manual. And cool the gadget, right?
Airspeed.
Watch your airspeed. Why is the fan not coming on? The fan should be on. Air conditioning, high. Fan is on. Cool the gadget. Right? Why isn't the fan moving? Do. Fan isn't on, it's shagged. Fan is on low. Now she's on. Look, yup, you devil out with that. Look at it. Ah, yes. Fan blades are moving. 16 on the PC, 1 on console, 1 on join FS. Thank you, Super Ty. Wired Lad is here. Thank you very much indeed. 13 months, man. Thank you very, very much. How are you, buddy? Right. Right turn a bit now. Get in there, Betsy. And turn this one 360 degrees. We're going to arm nav mode on this. Let me see. Me CDI. We're on... Let's just double check this. We're on GPS. We're going to click nav. It's armed, so it'll fly this heading until it picks up the GPS. Right? So temperature's starting to come down a bit now. Ah, brilliant news. Brilliant news. Also, if you're watching the stream from a new location this evening, hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. Right, do you know? Now, this is where the weather gets tricky. Very, very tricky. And remember I was saying it yesterday, when I come back from me Holliers, I'm going to pick up Garmin Pilot, right? For the moment, Navigraph is absolute king. Jesus. What time do you call that? Now we can overlay the weather here, but as you can see, there's not much happening, right? If we put on precip, can we not show precip on this? We show turbulence. Right now, meteor, I suppose. We'll go with that. You can hear the clouds, look. Meteor, radar, there we go. Like, it's all clear skies here, but if we move out further, you might see some tracks coming in. See all over here, look, miles away. Good man, Murphy, you've chosen a location and an area that has absolutely shag all going on, right? However, this should be able to depict it inside the sim, should it not? So if we say weather, at the radar on, this should give us what's happening in the sim. Now, you can see these settings, it's put in multiple blips onto our NextRad radar, right? So I'm thinking we might start editing the weather here to make things look a little bit more convincing. What say you? So our low weather cloud, which is now below us, well, it's up to 5,000 feet. See the coverage scattered? We're going to increase that from 20 up to 50. Okay? That's the lower level of cloud, lads, right? The middle level of cloud, we're going to do the same, from 15 to, I don't know, 40. And that's just to give us a bit more oomph on our map. All right? We happy enough with that? Jace, welcome in. I fear changing the weather in flight could cause CTD, says Nighthawk. Really? Energizer says, Merv, quick question. Do you run HDR or have you tried it? What's the experience been like? Using the sim with HDR on is excellent. However, I don't do it when I stream because, well, it doesn't like it. You know? Twitch, I don't think Twitch, you can stream in HDR, but like I don't think folks will see it in HDR. Does that make sense? Right, this is what I wanted. We can see now where we're going to have areas around us with heavy downpours. That's exactly what we want, right? GTN 650 is way nicer. Pico, 100%. I love the GTN 750. Huge fan of it. Huge fan. Right, so if I zoom us in now, right? We're going to be making a left turn here very shortly, right? And it's all about tracking this weather ahead of us. Now, there's no red cells, but there's bits of orange here, so we need to be careful of that. Now, what are the consequences if you fly in very heavy weather? In particular, storms. Planes don't like storms, especially general aviation. So you don't fly through them, you fly around them. Yeah? I think OBS doesn't like HDR. I've been reading up on that. Gibbo managed to get it working. I don't know how he did. Am I heading to the wrong airport? No. Kilo Alpha Lima Whiskey. That's our first stop of the night. I think. I hope. Oh wait, no, balls. I put it in the wrong way. Yes, I am. I put it in wrong, lads. Don't follow me. Mother of God. Who said that? Lead ballooner. Good man. Right, I know how to fix this. Next. Oh no, balls. Next. Enter. Direct. Enter. Enter. Right, now away we go now. Jesus. Ah, brilliant. We were nearly going for a moment there, you know. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Good morning.
It's absolutely fine. We're now going to the right place. I put it in wrong, lads. I put it in wrong. It could have happened to anyone. Why did I think I was going there first? Right, it's not important. We're now heading over the... Ah, balls. We're going straight into thunderstorms. Whose idea was this? Ah, look, there's a rainbow. Right, we're going...
We're going the wrong way.
Listen, listen. We're going the right way now, lads. The right way now. All is well in the realm. There's nothing to worry about at all. DVD review, dude. Good to see you, buddy. So we're flying from KBKE up to KGIC.
Who's in charge? You haven't a clue what you're doing.
But clearly it's not me, is it? You can shag off. That could have happened to anyone. Ah, he said. Buckle up, it's going to get bumpy. If there was ever an Egypt, how many people... Oh, one of the cushions fell over. Right, what's wrong with them? I've one passenger on board. For the love of... Put on your seatbelt. Now, I'll get you a drink.
The plane. It's the pilot.
Pitched. We're going to serve you some cup of tea. Serve coffee. Jesus, that was quick. And you're giving me now a slice of cake. Now. Yes, it's a croissant with macaroons, look. TFDI design in the house. Good to see you, lads. We haven't heard from you in some time. We've been quiet. Well, I say quiet. We've been busy doing things. Where's the... Wait now. Where's the inertial separator? The inertial separator? I think it's automatic in this Muse. Yeah, it doesn't have one. I'm here for the coffee. Yeah, TFDI, good to see you, lads. Been wanting to fly that MD-11 for ages. All mountains ahead, by the way. Yes, hang on now. Jesus. Map output, terrain, and weather. Yeah, we're in trouble here now. Right, Murphy. Heading mode engaged. Left-hand turn, get us around this bit of a cell. And the weather. Altitude, we're going to have to climb this gadget up. Let's call you 10,000 feet. Flight level change. Oof. Speed. Give us 150 knots. And we're going to climb. Right. It's all happening now. With smart cars, we're very slow on getting smart cars done. Only because we need to do an awful lot to match what we have. Do you know what I mean? Like, we have usage on it. Folks are flying on it. But in terms of like getting routes and what were they called? The routes and also the what was it called? There was a name for it. Hang on. The tours, not it? You know, like the tours, the flying tours. That's what we need to go up and running. But we've a good few pilots on it. Let us have AC now. We've total number of pilots. We've like 4 guys testing it. I'm waiting on one of the lads to come back to me, who's hopefully, oh Jesus, who's hopefully going to start adding in some of the features. But it's happy to help us out. Yeah, if you can, lads. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so drop us a DM and we'll get cooking on that because we want to do lots with it. Raise shields and increase power to inert, right? And we're okay now. We're after dodging a lot of those cells. and obviously the old terrain look. So we'll keep it going this way. The use of a weather radar now, we don't have fully fledged weather radars just yet, but it's coming soon, right? Sound, will do, mate, will do. This crack here, right, so we can see if it's too much, turn the weather off. Terrain we need to worry about, so we're out of harm's way. Next rad, however, again we're out of harm's way. This is showing you precip, so we'll get around this, and then as we ramble up this direction, we're going to be flying back into a couple of more cells, because things are moving, you see. Now it's showing us aircraft all over the place, which is pretty cool. Situational awareness and all the jazz. Climbing up now, 9,000. Is the MD-11 working on 2024 yet? Not fully yet. It kind of is with Sim Update 3, but there's an update coming, Zard. We flew the MD-11 across the pond, would you believe? A couple of weeks back. In 2020, it was flawless. Flawless. Right, he's finished with all his stuff. So, get rid of that, and get rid of that, and get rid of that. There we go. Wait now. He's unhappy about life again. Ah, Jesus. Right, put them back out. They can have their food. There we go. He wants tea and he wants cake. Right, leave it there. He was still eating it. Right, okay. Course correction. Back over to the right here a bit. Looking out the window. Look at this terrain, look. Isn't that gorgeous where we are? Bloody hell. And look at this weather we're coming into. Stunning. Clayton says, I've been able to get the MD-11 to work in 24. Needs his fairy cakes, I'm telling you now. Alright, 055 is looking good. Everyone's over on... I'm miles away from everyone. Only the chosen few have decided to fly with us. Wombat is airborne, we can see him now. Brilliant. Do I have my graphics settings posted anywhere? Yeah, they're on our Discord, man. On our Discord. Time of day, we're okay for the moment. Although, it is a little bit too friggin' bright. 1830, lads. 1841 if you can make it. 1841 local. That's what we want, because we want to be fighting dusk a little bit later on, yeah? And we see what happens then. All should be totally grand and glorious. We're at 10,000 feet. Terrain shouldn't be a bother with us now, at least for the moment. And let's see what happens. We have a ways to go, so let's get that speed back up. Next rad is still looking alright-ish. There's no red cells, that's the major thing. But we'll see. We'll see. We're going direct to Kilo Golf, India Charlie, then it's back to Kilo Alpha Lima Whiskey, and then it's back to Kilo Bravo Kilo Echo. Right, so that's where we're headed. So far so good, right? Everything on the aircraft seems to be okay. Lights can be put on to pulse. Landing light off. Prop heat, stall heat, they're all fine. Everything up here is fine. Grand. Should be 100%, lads. 13 knots hitting against our nose at the moment. And, ooh, there's Wombat. And we're going to be heading back into some interesting weather here. Now again, we're going to try and gauge this by the look of the cell. Yeah? So the greens and yellows are alright-ish. The darker they get, or the more red they get, then you have an issue. 14 degrees in the cabin.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
I'm gonna bring it up around there. Right. Let's see what happens. I was wondering why I was pointing sideways. Realised I set my wind speed to 77 knots. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll absolutely do it. So we have 15 knots hitting us at the moment. GPS is doing what it should do. And over here, visually it looks worse. And again, NextRad, this is not giving you instant, in the real world anyway, it doesn't give you instant cover. There's a bit of a delay between what NextRad can do, yeah? But looking out this window, there's a lot of cloud, but it doesn't look too heavy. Now, in a real world situation, you're going to be flying well above it, right? You're going to tell ATC, hey, get me out of this mess, right? But in the sim, especially when you're trying to, if you can find somewhere in the world that has like really bad weather, a lot of the time though, it's hard to find places that you can fly in and around a storm. You know, usually you'll park yourself right in the middle of it, which isn't ideal. There's a great website I use. It's called badbadweather.com. Fantastic website, and that'll actually tell you locations in the world. You know, extreme weather, right? Blizzards. You know, thunderstorms, hurricanes, snow, all that kind of stuff. What we're creating here is, with the weather settings that we've chosen, it kind of keeps it somewhat close, right? You can hear the thunder starting to make some noise here again as we're flying toward a bigger cell. Now this says light thunderstorm. We can make this heavier ourselves. See this middle layer? The middle layer we go by. If you bring that density all the way up, right? See the way now on our map you're getting a whole lot more of these orange sectors, yeah? There's 42. Bring it back down there to around the 30s. There we go. The top, as I said, we're not to worry about. Density below us. Just have a play around with the sliders, because what you're trying to build in is to give you enough cells in an area, right? There's buttons happening. Give yourself enough cells in the area that you have to make proper calls and saying, right, Jesus, there's like serious weather ahead. What do I do? Do I have to fly through it? Can I fly around it? Do I try and go above it? Do I go beneath it? And why I want to get us kind of focused on this, we often fly with live weather, right? And it depends on where we're flying. If we want, like, you know, if we're focusing on the scenery, well, a lot of the time I clear out, well, most of this, because you can see nothing, right? However, when you fly on VATSIM, especially if it's going to be GA, the challenges are way more intense. In an airliner, you can usually just go above it. There's no real issue there, unless you're on a SID or a star, right? In which, if you do get things like wind shear or storms, they could delay you, or they'll give you a non-standard departure or a non-standard arrival. With general aviation, it's very, very different, especially if you're flying, well, you wouldn't be up in VF4. If you're flying general aviation, your aircraft limitations are far less than what you would expect when it comes to the airliners. Meaning, yes, you can have the performance of the aircraft to get up to, 30,000 feet, but did you plan your fuel right for that? And your timings, you know what I mean? So when you're saying, sure, listen, I'm only flying from A to B, and currently what we do in the sim, there is zero consequence to how much fuel we put in. There's no consequence. Why? We can just refuel, right? But as things progress, and those wanting that level of realism, especially when we do Firefly Air stuff, be it on air, or be it on FS Hub, or be it on smart cars, your fuel is so important because, well, you can't just top up in the middle of the sky, for example. So your planning really has to focus heavily on what the weather is doing. Winds and all that, well, that's easy, right? I mean, you can calculate your drift and whatever. You throw in something like thunderstorms, it changes it completely, because you do not know if you can fly under, over. You're not going to go through it. So yeah, chances are you'll have to go around it. Do you know what I mean? So that would be the idea. Man alive, like, look at the stuff over there, look. And then you have aircraft that have to go out and actually fly in this weather. They don't have a choice. They actually have to fly in this weather. The likes of rescue missions, the likes of, well, mainly rescue missions, but also military as well. They've no choice. They got to go through it, right? Unless, of course, they can't. So we're still on heading mode. And we're drifting back to our initial course, our initial plan, right? But again, we're focusing here entirely on what sort of cells are ahead of us. So there's a little bit of jiggery pokery up here. There is orange stuff further up. That's the stuff we need to be careful of. The orange cells, yeah? Now, as I say, next rad is great. If your aircraft... Now, this has... The FSReborn, or the M500, actually has a radar on it, but I don't think we can do a radar, can we? So we've NEXRAD, but there's no weather radar. Huh. And over here, map or HSI. So right, we can pop one in here. I think layout. Give us that map. She's better over there. Relative terrain. NEXRAD again. Terrain can go on that one. It'd be great to get like a native. NEXRAD is the best weather radar as we can get since it's the default G1000. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. Hey, Black Ice Gabe is here. Good to see you. Don't forget me, stick a rock. 100%, buddy. 100%. You're very welcome in. Ja Bong, welcome in. Thank you very much. Ja, thank you very much indeed. Welcome to the family. Appreciate you, buddy. We're going on a bear hunt, I'm telling you now. Now, there was other stuff being worked on outside of the sim when it came to weather radars, right? So, for instance, lads, right, if we were to pop open our friendly GTN, for example, will this read it as a weather radar? This could be interesting. I think it will. It will. So inside our little GTN 750, this has its own inbuilt weather radar, right? So the G1000 has given us this NEXRAD, and like a lot of aircraft, it depends on the aircraft, right? Chris Van Halen, good to see you, Chris. NEXRAD, it's basically next generation radar. It refers to a network Doppler weather or a network of Doppler weather radars used by the National Weather Service. It means that the radars kind of pull their information, post it online, and then they're downloaded back into the units on the Garmin units. That's what NEXRAD is. It's like it's their own little satellite link to give you what stuff is. However, the aircraft, the M500, comes with a weather radar, and this is how it would look on your screen up here, right? And we can change that. We can do a vertical or a horizontal scan. And looking at this is a great way to tell what's happening. And if you see like that flickering line, that's like the radar ping. Do you ever see the line that goes around on a radar? It's scanning, right? So you can see that, well, the initial stuff is going to be below us based on this altitude. However, a little bit later on, there is a massive, some 20 miles out, a massive red cell we're going to be flying towards. You can kind of see it there ahead of us. Now, if we need to get around that, we can see there's a little bit of a gap over here. We can go to the left. But as we're flying, the wind is moving all these clouds up. They're not static, they're moving. So when we start planning a bit of a turn to get around them, well, we need to be careful because they're moving. So I would say we're going to have to make a bit of a left turn. Our current heading, we're flying direct towards this big red guy here. We don't want that at all, right? So to fix that, we're going to change our heading. We're currently on a heading of 056. We're going to bring that over now to about 040 degrees. 15 degrees. Let's see the impact that this will make on our radar screen. You can always see it. You already see it starting to move. See that? I'll zoom in here so you can see it. So as we roll out here in a heading of 040, it's not as bad. We're going to be just hitting the side of it. Just the side of it. Now, there's other stuff that they will be adding, not just to this, but to flight sim in general. They're going to be putting a storm scope in there. Just Flight actually spoke about this about 2 years ago, a storm scope. And that'll actually show you, you know, it's getting digital readings of where lightning is striking and all this kind of stuff. Really, really cool stuff. And aircraft have it. You have a storm scope in your aircraft, right? But what we're doing here, as we've adjusted our course ever so slightly, we should be okay. However, that is moving. the wind is moving the weather, so like that's why you keep an eye on it. So if you have the GTN 750 from PMS, that comes, and this will work in any plane, this will give you that weather radar, yeah? And if we want to look at the aircraft, Wombat, insane flying, my dude, this pod there, that's your radar, right? There's a weather radar in that pod. Now there's advantages and disadvantages for having the location of your radar. TBM and the PC-12, they have it out on the right hand side as well. However, from a pilot's perspective, you're limited then what it's going to show you on the left hand side of your aircraft. If you have something on the nose, well, she's giving you the full scan. The full scan, lads. But if it's over on the right hand side, well, what's beside the aircraft? Especially if it's built into a wing like the TBM or indeed like the PC-12. The M500, well, the radar is actually a good deal below the wing, right? And if you look at it, it's actually pointing below the fuselage, right? Which is cool, which is very cool. Because if you were to look at a real world aircraft weather radar, here's a great example here. Jason, that's heavy rain. Here's a great example here. Where the pod is, where the radar antenna is, right? Think of the radar you've seen on the front nose of aircraft, right? They're on a plate, and the plate is moving. And that's why you see that kind of scan line. It's like it's like that line that goes out, and it's flipping from side to side because it's putting out a radar scan. It's very similar to sonar, right? It's getting responses bouncing off what's ahead of it using different frequencies. So that whole plate is moving left and right. Now, radar is using high intensity infrared and all this other sort of jazz. So like that's why they tell you, well, don't turn that on the ground. You know, you'll start growing things if, you know, it's radiation, sure, you know. But that's the idea behind it. So where we're flying at the moment, we need to keep an eye also on the outside air temperature. It's currently -1 and we're flying in precip. So we need to come over here to our prop heat and stall heat, and we'll turn on the surface de-icer because chances are we're picking up some ice. Now, it hasn't hit the windscreen just yet. We'll keep an eye on that leading edge. And we just kind of monitor things now for a moment, right? Now, what's going to get tricky, lads, we are approaching our first stop of the night. So the question has to be, Murph, how are you going to get us onto the ground through all of this? Well, this is where we can start planning for instrument approaches. So, KGIC, 08 or 26. We know the wind is coming that way, so it's going to be a 08 arrival. So, KGIC, what can you give us? Let's open up the airport with Navigraph. Let's look at our charts. Approach. We've an RNAV for 08. Perfect. Let's look at the RNAV. So the RNAV coming in, we're going to come in at Oxley and it's straight in. So it's going to be an RNAV into runway 08. We come down here to our flight plan. Over here. We're going to hit menu. And we are going to go to... No, we're not. We're going to go procedure. We're going to select an approach. It's the RNAV 08. Enter. Transition via Oxley. Right? Is that me? Maybe vectors on this one. We'll go vectors. Minimums will be on. Barrow, yes. Back into Navigraph. What's the barrow going to be on this? 515 or 3820. 3820, we're going to horse in here. What's the elevation? Do. 3313. Yes, we're going to be a while bringing this lad up. Sequence. A loop. Load. Or activate. We're going to activate. Enter. Alright. Start dropping our power. Start dropping our altitude. Flight level change. 154 knots. Bring the power back. Here we go. Now we're on heading. Let's go back to nav. And we'll have approach loaded in as well. Left turn. Easy now. Check gear, that's okay. That's only letting us know that the power is down. Again, weather radar, shouldn't be too worried here. Zoom out a bit. Massive cell ahead of us, should be no factor. Should be no factor. Alright, let's see what happens here. Let's zoom out so we can see what's happening. Yeah, we're looking good. Now, 4.7, that's going to be about 1,000 feet above, right? Looks like mountains in the sky, isn't it class? And like, just see how disorientating all of a sudden when you're dealing with heavy weather like this. It's nuts. So 155 knots, we can probably bring that speed back a bit. Let's call it 130. We'll level off here a little bit because I want to add drag. So get that speed down. And we'll call it 115 knots, right? We'll turn off the yaw dampener. And then we're going to drop a notch of flaps very soon. There's 130. Right, notch of flaps now. That'll add to the drag. And we'll continue our descent. Power's pretty much on idle. GPS has captured. We could be a little bit high on this one. Now we can add landing gear coming down. More drag, right? Look at this machine. Isn't it class looking? Now we're using RNAV, so it's using the radar. So stall heat, surface de-ice. Turn those off now because our outside air temperature is going up to +4 degrees, right? So let's see how well she's going to try and fly us into this. Now flying an RNAV is great. It's just GPS looks after all the worry for you, yeah? So we're coming down nicely, we're descending. We have some information already on our screen. We have a glide slope here, we're way above it. We're saying 4.7, we could change this, bring it down to 4,000. It'll hold us where it needs to because it'll capture here because we have approach mode armed. Right? And we have that extra layer of cloud just to make life completely difficult on us. Completely difficult. I'll turn off the name tags so we can't cheat, right? Now let's see what happens if she captures here. We should get a green light on our GP. On our glide profile, let's see. Easy now, easy now. Captured. Alright, plane is going to bring us in itself. She's pitching up, watch her power. So our glide profile should now be looking fairly good. The aircraft will hold us. Small little descent. It's going to try and maintain this. We're using synthetic vision so we have an idea of what's happening in terms of the terrain around us, right? Want to watch our speed here as well. Quick checking our radar, make sure there's nothing here going to affect us. There's one little bit of a cell here, but look at the range look. So if we zoom in, it's like a 10 mile. We're going to pick up bad weather in about 10 miles. We're trying to figure out, well, what's our distance to where it is? Well, our distance, we're 3 minutes out. And our distance to the waypoint, I kind of see the distance. That's interesting. We're about 5 miles out, I'd say, right? So we're still descending. Power's a little bit high. We're going to drop that back a bit. Here's rain now. So we are picking up rain. So that's on our... It's this little pocket in next rad. See that? And see the way it's moving. Because the weather isn't static, it's constantly changing. Distance on your PFD. Ah, come on, 5 miles out. So this ring here, no significant weather, at least we hope. Yet there is here. Right? So the vertical, yeah, it updated, see that? Weather changes, it doesn't stay static, it's moving. Rain, it's do you know what I mean? It's constantly moving and trying to upset you. And again, the only way you're going to beat that is purely by monitoring what's going on around you and always keep planning for alternative routes. It's freaking class. There's no major cells, it's raining, not good. Outside air temperature's back up to around 12 degrees. We're at the mercy of the aircraft on an RNAV approach, but our glide profile that's happy. Speed is coming down nicely. Flaps are currently at 10. We can drop it down now to 20 degrees. 20 degrees coming in. Aircraft has to readjust its pitch and its trim, right? Radar altitude is 1250 over the ground. So underneath the aircraft is a small little sensor that's doing something similar to our weather radar. It's pinging the ground. It's sending a signal to the ground. It bounces back up, and that's what's called radar altitude. It's telling you what's the distance between, you know, your airplane and the ground beneath you. It's pretty cool. So we want to watch this. I've put in a barrow here. I hope I'm right in it. We shall see. Now speed is looking good. I'm going to increase it now. We don't want to go too slow. Plenty of power in this PT6 engine. 80 to 90 knots is fairly safe for this, right? 15 knots coming against us. Remember, that was the wind speed with the weather. There's the thunder starting to kick up. Let's look at the cell. It's an orange cell now. It's staying orange, so not too worried, right? We're 770 above the ground. Synthetic vision is showing us where the runway is. See that? Where the green dot is. Approach mode. Everything here is looking good so far. We've just broken down through 4,000 feet. We're 600 feet above the ground. We'll get a ping when we're 200 feet above the ground. That's the barrow. 108. Speed is fairly alright. We haven't broken out of the cloud just yet. Now, this is where your category 2, category 3 and all this jazz comes into play. So we just need to be careful. If we don't have sight of that runway, once we get down to, like, you know, 200 feet, we're out of there. It's starting to break. See this ahead of us? She's slowly starting to break. That's the runway right there, because I can see aircraft on it. Sweet. Are we ready, sports fans? Watch your speed. Autopilot. Is that an overlapping runway? No, yeah, it is. Autopilot off. I have control. And let's just glide this in. I can see pappy lights there. Easy now. Easy now.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
The timing of that. There's touchdown. Into beta. Alright. There's 2 runways here. I think that's old veteran. The friggin' timing that's got. Jesus. Right, manual braking. Out of beta. Good show, old boy. Bring those flaps in. And we'll make our way back. That was pretty cool. Easy now. If we didn't see the runway after like another 10 seconds, you're gone. Go around, missed approach, go somewhere else. The decision height for that RNAV should have been 515. I didn't know what way I was looking at it. It was giving me 3 and then 2. Let me double check it back on the charts. I'll try not to run through everyone here. Hang on. I'll just I'll put it in here to the left, sure. Right, let's bring up Navigraph, because I got myself confused there. Ah, balls, look, it was 515. Yeah. 515. You can see it there, as clear as day on the charts. Right there. Minimum decision altitude or decision height. That's what the H is in there. So the height is going to be 515 above the ground. The altitude will be at 38260, and 38260 would be the elevation above the runway. If we have a look at the airport, Where's the airport elevation? It's 3313. So that's giving you your extra 500 feet. That makes sense, lads, yeah? Minimum decision altitude is 3820 feet, or height would be 515. Alright? Lovely. Anyway, we're down. We'll taxi back to the active, and we'll start looking at our next leg, right? Because we're right in the thick of this now. You can kind of see where it's starting to break out at the back, but we're very much in the... Oh, Jesus. We're very much in the thick of this. Now, in a lot of cases, you can say, right, well, hang on. You know, we'll have to wait. Go in and get your, you know, $100 burger, which is actually closer to about feckin' 200 now. You know, we're heading to Walla Walla. Or Walla Walla. That's our next stop, Sard. Yeah. Old veteran, the absolute timing of that, man. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Anam is here. Welcome in, Anam. Happy Monday. But you see then, with this aircraft, and I'm like, I haven't even gone into the whole aircraft stabilization mode. There's an automatic mode in this airplane that overrides the pilot in terms of how much you bank if the aircraft encounters a stall. Like, it's a very safe airplane, and FSReborn have built all of those features in there. Now, I turn them off because, you know what I mean? I want to fly the thing, I want to give it a bit of a workout, but on your autopilot, if you find that you're in trouble and things have gone wrong, see this blue button here, autopilot level mode? If you're getting thrown to one side or whatever, press the button and it'll actually level your wings, it'll pitch to level flight, so you don't have to worry about it. Isn't it mad? Dougal, God, Dougal is here, good to see you. Dougal says, evening Murph and peeps, no flying tonight, but after having a dig around the Discord, I just want to say a huge thanks to all the guys that beaver away in the background doing so much stuff that many of us don't even know about, especially like the website, the FFA flights and challenges. So many unsung heroes, no point trying to name names because I'll miss someone, but they know who they are. Muchas gracias. Dougal, thank you very much. It was all me, Dougal. I did everything myself. That's how feckin' great I am. All lies, of course, and rubbish. I've said it before, we have such an amazing community. Such an and the skills. I know enough to know I don't know enough, right? And more times, and I genuinely mean this, more times than not, I break stuff. And the lads are like, just leave it alone with you, right? Do you know? So yeah, it's class, man. Discord, it's almost there. It's a little bit confusing right now to folks. We'll fix all that soon. But in terms of the layout of where things are and how easier it will be moving forward to find stuff, relevant stuff that you want, it'll be way better. You know what I mean? But yeah, 100%. I couldn't agree with you more, Dougal. It's a fantastic community effort. Everything. Liveries, the Firefly Air stuff, the VATSIM stuff, the website, Discord, everything. But it's a community thing. Do you know what I mean? MacVision, good to see you. You're here already, MacVision. Virtue Sim, good evening. Hope you're well. The doc wants more photos of the inside of me. Oh wait, God, Jesus. Only good news is there will be no contrast. Old veteran, is that like your annual kind of... I call it the NCT or the MOT. You know, is that part of the annual... How's it going? Flyer10, good to see you. You're having a PC nightmare. No way, man. Look at this with all the aircraft. Now, this is what we want to have a quick look at.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, oh, look at that's taken off, look. Brilliant. Who's that? Starbroke and Midlife Rex. Gorgeous. See what's happening here right now. Do you see the gaps that are forming in the weather? So we landed in... Don't crash him. We landed in this mess over here. But that's now moving away. Right? It's moving away. So we have a small little window of opportunity here to get ourselves up into the sky, gain a bit of altitude, and see can we get above the next couple of cells of bad weather. Right? Yeah, the runway's kind of shagged. It's a double runway. Jeez, did you hear the thunder, lads? Did you hear the thunder, lads? It's absolutely amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. Right, how are we getting on here now? It's all grand. Let me see now. Yola! Oh, jeez, I pressed the wrong button. For the first time ever, lads, I'm also streaming over to Kick. I've never streamed on Kick before. And it's not like, are you moving to Kick? No, we're not. I'm doing science to see, can I push 3 simultaneous streams? And it seems to be working. And Kick is just easier to do it because it's the very same as Twitch in terms of what you connect to. So I don't know if any of you guys are over there. If you want to ramble over, we're live. If you're not over there, well, that's quite okay too, right? Anyway, Murphy's going to keep talking. We're going to miss our little window of opportunity to get the BJs out of Dodge. So let's go in here quickly. Jesus, did you see the lightning? Got to fly about 20 minutes or so this time. Hermit, are you serious? You're having loads of issues. Look at all these. Lads, Raoul would be so happy to see the amount of FSR500s with us today. Look at this. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. He would be so happy to see this many FSR500s flying. I am not a Kick. I will be kicked. Wait, what? Right, easy now. What I'm going to do as well, lads, again, I've loads of plans after me vacation, but we might start doing... Jesus, who came in sideways? One shots. Not your flaps. Get our trim. The hell you go, Murph. Up the hill you go. Hello. What we're going to do when we get back, I want to do kind of fly-ins, but what I'm saying is, man, Shunty, thanks very much. I can see the chat now, it's working. Murphy, you're a genius. Ah, brilliant. I can see the other chat. Fantastic news. But anyway, what I think would be pretty cool, what if we did one night, let's say, right lads, we're doing a Piper fly-in, and then, you know, another night we're doing a Cessna fly-in, right? And so on and so forth. And then we say, no, we're doing a 172 fly-in. It's all 172s. Would you be interested in doing something like that? Because I think it's pretty cool. And we all know we have all of these aircraft. We've bought them through the years, right? And, well, they just stay in our hangar. So wouldn't it be great to go through all the aircraft, you know, the ones we like, right? And we go flying with them. You know what I mean? I think it'd be pretty cool. Right. Heading, yes. Altitude, up the hill. Back up to 10, I'd say, is it? Easy, does it? 10,000 feet. V-speed, we're going to have a go at you. And we want to climb here at a rate of 1,500. Autopilot is ready to rock once we are. Are we ready? Gibbo, good to see you. Up in 3 hours for a up in 3 hours for a bus transit for a 6 a.m. flight home. God help us. Just wanted to wish you and yours a great break. Expecting epic panda eyes upon return. Ah, Gibbo! Dude, I hope you had a great time. Talro, good to see you. Thanks very much, Gibbo. Yeah, we're away on Wednesday, man. And it's needed. It's needed. Right, let's get airborne. Gibbo, speaking of my panda eyes, did you get, like, you know, the farmer's tan? Right, power coming in. Watch the wind on takeoff. Easy. Takeoff power set. Speed alive. 40 knots. We're going to take off and climb. Talro, hope you're well, buddy. 70. Oopsie daisy. Gently does it, Betsy. Pause and ready to climb. There's the wind hitting us like an absolute mad lad. We're out of this cell, which is good news. 1,500 feet. Flaps in. Heading mode. V-speed is catching up. V-speed should be catching up. Come on, Betsy, you can do it. There she is. There she is. Gibbo was up in 3 hours though, the poor old divil. Hope you're well, and hope you're having a blast. Shunty, thanks for the follow over on that place. After all me setting up, my weather looked nothing like yours at the airport. Really? Jesus. Getting older is not for... Yeah, 100%, Scott, 100%. Right, now, we have another addition to this mayhem because the sun is starting to get very low in the sky, right? So let's come over here to our flight plan. We're going to do a direct now. Let's see. No, get with that. Ah, balls! Flight plan. And now we want to go direct to Kilo Alpha Lima Whiskey. We'll figure it out. Kilo Alpha Lima Whiskey. Enter. GPS has us now. She's automatically going to throw us in that direction. Left turn coming in. Now we want to watch the old mad weather, lads. Plenty of stuff. I can't stand it over here. There's too much green. Everything to purple. My eyes! Royal Simulations, good to see you. Alright. Look at this. That sun is going down as well. This is going to be mad, right? Wait till we get in a little bit later. It's going to be nuts. Right, how's our power looking? So far so good. All is looking good here. We continue to climb. Let's get rid of Nexrat now. And terrain. Now why can't I change the map? There we go. Alright, we're looking good. Now we need to watch our weather. 5 miles, 10 miles, there's a cell, heavy cells over left and right. And again, lads, they're moving, yeah? But my hope is we're going to go above them, just to reduce them. Royal Simulations, thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Man alive, look at this, lads. What a machine this plane is. Look at this. We're climbing like an absolute boss, look. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the views. Jesus, look at the views. Alright, we're looking good. The clouds and weather look so good. And they're gorgeous, resin, aren't they? Right, we'll do another count, will we? Xbox pilots. On the button, press 1. If you're on the PC, press 2. Join FS and Skynet, number 3. The gadget has frozen, it's quite okay. And for everyone else, it's number 4. Asher, listen, would you go on away out of that? Look at the state of that for review. Oh, the shameless plug. isn't it just a gorgeous airplane? Now that thunder's starting to get loud. Are we looking? Big cell coming in about 20 miles ahead of us. No reds, but we do have reds up here, so yeah, it's going to be interesting, lads. This is going to be interesting for sure. Look at the lighting though, isn't that insane looking? Isn't it gorgeous, isn't it? What's the speed? Whoa, easy, back off the old power Rooney there. Gently does it, Murph, gently does it. Yes. Hey Crotty, thank you very much indeed. As I said, lads, it's not it's science, right? What time of day did you say you were on? We've moved it forward, Muse. It's around 7 o'clock now. PM. Murphy, what should I do with every leg that has recently... Wait now. What should I do with every leg that is recently... How do I get the simulator to run smoothly in multiplayer? Talro, make sure your... what's it called? Wake turbulence is turned off. The air traffic models setting, put it to medium, right? Lower your texture resolution settings. Whatever you have it on, drop it 1, maybe 2. And lower your LODs. Both for terrain and objects. Right? Drop them down by 2 or something. You know what I mean? A Crotty is lurking. Legend. Now if I type this in, does this go everywhere? Yes, it does. Lads, we're doing science. It's great. Absolutely great. Look at that. Fantastic. But anyway, let's see what happens. We're streaming to 3. Twitch is our home. That just doesn't change ever. YouTube is there. And Kick tonight is there. And you might be saying, oh, Jesus, he's not one of those lads, is he? No. But it's all about, I've said this before, right? We try and bring as many people and more people as we can into our community. You know what I mean? That's what we try and do. Actually, there's a good point. Here's a way to test it. This could work or mightn't. Now, if A Crotty could let me know, are you hearing something over in that place we won't mention? Or maybe Will's 1985 will tell us the same. Because if you are, I need to turn it off. Right? Shanti, can you hear it over there? Interesting. How do we stop that? Or maybe we can't. Right now? Mr. Cornpolo, welcome in. Greetings from Germany. Welcome aboard. This is my soft shoulder truck sim tune. Linny, welcome in. Yeah, Shunty, let us know if that light disappears, will you? Telling you now, Flying Dive. Good to see you, buddy. No, that didn't work. Speed check, 183. Are we going too fast for you? We'll slow her down a bit. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that. Just still music. Ah, Jesus. How do we stop that now? Let's see what happens. Nighthawk is ahead of everyone. Uh-oh. Alright, speed dropping down to about 178. Oh, look at the view. Jesus, look at the view. There's an improvement. We'll do some more fine tuning. Ah, nice and Talro. Delighted, man. Delighted. You can't see it. Can you not cross? You know? Weird, man. There's an ILS for runway 20. Ooh. 20 Muse. Let's have a look. What's going to be? Come on, Muse. One 7.7 legend. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that. You have a team for mainline trucking? I'm telling you. Yeah, that's going to be an issue. Right. How do I fix that feckin' button now? That's going to be hilarious. Let's see here. What if I stop it and restart it? Stop? Start. We just did a stop and start. Two-Ton Murphy is offline. Ah, Jesus! Give it a second. Two-Ton Murphy is online. Right? Give it a second. Just hit now refresh. We all restarted there. Right. Now, this is going to be a trick. You know. Which now? Which now? The Limbix is here. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Ooh. Where is this now? That'll work. Now let me know if that worked. Ace is high, good to see you. Just used the new livery, pretty sweet. For the M860. Yes! Wills! I made it work! Sometimes my genius can... No, I'm not offline. Restart it, Shunty. Jesus! Right, hang on. Refresh it there now, Shunty. Ah, brilliant! Take a picture quick before he screws it up again. Listen. Can I just say, the level of genius that has been witnessed tonight.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Butley! Do something! Right. If you want the tunes, you have to come to Twitch. It's as simple as that. Jesus, we're flying into the great ouchness, look. Lightning! Kilburn, you're looking good. Aquila, we're halfway between Kilo Golf India Charlie and Kilo Alpha Lima Whiskey. Now, it's all working, lads. It's all doing a thing. Jesus. We've 10 followers now over on Kick. Ah, this is brilliant. We're going to be famous, lads. Jesus. Right. This is deadly, isn't it? See the way she's scanning. Love it. Love it. All right. We're good here. We're good there. Temps and pressures are all good. Cabin pressure's good. I kept the rudder trim on. Probably won't catch your trucking tomorrow. I'll be distracted with mod duties. But I'll say it anyway. Enjoy your time in Spain. Super Ty, thank you very much indeed, buddy. Mansard, welcome in, you divil you. Passengers are getting thirsty. Well, sure, give them another slice of cake. And more snacks. Ah, me cushions have fallen over. That's awesome. I do use turbulence, yeah. It's a little bit on the calm side, though. You know what I mean? Zara, thank you very much indeed. Now you want cake? Everybody loves cake. Excellent. The science is working. DeWord, thank you very much indeed. Alright, how are we looking here now? Yeah, there is turbulence. She's jumping around a bit. Right, so we're talking about an ILS. We've an ILS. Vectors. The barrow for this one. $200 feet. 202-117. $117. Yeah, load the approach. Let's see what happens. Let us see what happens. Belbro is here. Good to see you, buddy. How is you doing? Finally rambling to a live stream. The workage. Absolutely. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. I'm eating tater onion rings. Oh, Jesus, then. Angry Lou, thanks for that. Appreciate all the new follows on place. Thank you, lads. Very kind. It's not for anything, as I say. Like, it just means there's... Let us see. Ah, very good, Portal. Let us see. Very good. Gillette is go outside. Gillette, right. Product placement things, you know. Coaster Royalty, thank you very much indeed. Jason, lads, I'm surprised that many of you are actually over there. Or maybe you're not. Maybe you're just going to that platform to see what the crack is. But I'm a firm believer, you know, if someone turns off the big switch, we need, you know, alternatives and all that sort of jazz, right? Now, this weather's going to go shocking. Look at this. We're going into that feckin' cell. We're 31 miles out from our destination. In 20 miles, we're into the... Uh-oh. Right. So, horizontal scan, we probably will just skim it. But we're going into the great unknown here. Ooh. It'll be grand. What's she giving out about? Intercept, so we want to go up to Zalibi.
Hello there.
Zalibi. ILS 20. Zalibi. Up there you did it. Oh, wait. Rango. Sure. Enter. Load and activate. Yes. Right turn coming in. Ah, this is terribly exciting. Adam B. Twitch, welcome in, buddy. It's only a yellow cell for you. That's weird, isn't it? Alright, let's have a look. As we're turning, this will start shifting, look. You can hear the thunder in it. Jesus. Now, the worry here is our friggin' ILS is going to throw us straight into that, so we got to be careful. And there's also terrain here. Jesus. Right. We're going to come in this way. Altitude restrictions along the way. 3,600, so 4,600 and then down. All right. So can we start dropping now? Yes, we can. 4,600. We'll call it 5 to be safe. $5,000. Flight level change. Reduce the speed. Oh no, Jesus. Reduce the speed to about 150 knots, right? And start bringing that power back. All right, power's coming back.
Here.
How are we looking? Passengers are cold. It's 15 degrees, you poor old devils. It's gonna get fierce warm now in a second, lads. Isn't that view? Isn't it something else, isn't it? It's absolutely friggin' stunning. Right, 150 knots, hold the speed. You have a bad feeling about this?
Head onto your hats, boys.
It'll be absolutely grand. Jesus, look at that for the view. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Bloody hell. We'll do one of these, look. Well, no, we'll do this one. No, Jesus, we'll do this one. No, this one. Yes! It was at that moment they all realised Murphy was never going to be a DJ. Look at that sky. One man. Man alive, isn't that something else? This sim looks amazing. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Look at this! There's nothing to fear here now, lads, except for everything. Right. Oh no! We're in a terrible mess. We're heading to Rango. We're still dropping. Message. Arrival at Rango. Oh, the rain is hitting us. We're in a terrible, 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 terrible neck of the woods. Nothing to worry about here at all. It's all relatively calm. You know. I'm not looking forward to this at all. Left turn coming in. Jesus! This is gonna get messy.
Hang on to your hats, boys.
Oh, Jesus! We're not breaking out of this cloud anytime soon. 10 miles? And then another massive one. Change. Be grand, right? Be totally fine. Whose idea was this?
Yeah, baby.
Right. Can I get a refund? No, shag off. We don't do refunds around here. A fella once asked me for a refund. Jesus, I miss him. Our passengers are cold. What? Get the heater on for them quick.
They've done studies, you know. 60% of the time, it works.
Every time.
Every time.
It's starting to cool down a bit. We're breaking through. Yes. Although, we have to go back into this now in a minute. Murphy only does defunds. Defunds. That's right. Ah, brilliant. It's going to be a left turn soon. We're still descending. We're calling it 5,000? Drop her down a bit more there, Red Rider.
Check gear.
You're alright. You're alright. Let me assure you, it's the least of their worries. We can see what's happening. Look! We can see the world. Oh, look at the view, though. There's Wombat. There's Kilburn. There's Helicopter. Look at the cut of this. Yous are mad. Don't follow me. Jesus. It'll be all right. Yes. The upper dorsimus is you know. Oh, we're turning. Man, look at that sail over. Look at that. Whoa. Be grand. 15 of the rather naughty knots. Man, look at the skills being shown here. Jesus, Wombat is going to be able to siphon our fuel at that range. Look. No, Max. I disagree. Paparazzi's here, good to see you. Find the off work and see if it emerged from the soup between the peas and the noodles. I'm telling you now. So, Max, a crosswind is fine. All that happens is the aircraft goes left or right. What we don't have here is thermals and turbulence, right? I can put thermals in there because you can change the barometric pressure and then she'll be giving it all of that. You know what I mean? P.S. Miranda is here, good to see you. Hope you're well, man. Jesus, then. Ooh. Should be grand. So we can change the weather again to make it very much not stable. Do you get me? P.S. Mirandai, 27 months as subversary, man. Thank you very much indeed. Alright, speed looking good. 4,500 feet. 111.7. Now at Riro 4,600, Zalby will be 3,600. She's behaving well. Oh Jesus, look at this cell. Oh Jemima, look at the thing we're about to fly into. Jesus. Right. This won't be pleasant. Here's the rain hitting us. Come back to me. 4,500. Riro. Then it's Zalby. Descend us down. Easy. We only have about another mile of this. It'll tin out. $140. We are descending. Lower some power. Easy. We're breaking through. Jesus, that's very good, isn't it? Oh, look at that. That's amazing, isn't it? Jeez, the wind is absolutely throwing us sideways. Look, we're going sideways. Okay, we're dropping okay. Localizer is on. Approach mode. Captured. Speed coming down. Yaw dampener off. Notch of flaps. Glide slope captured. Speed coming down. Lower the gear. Is anyone else terrified? Portal, Jesus. 1550 over the ground. She's trying to aim off to get the runway, look.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
MV, thank you very much indeed. 3 months. What a legend, thank you very, very much. There's a runway. That's awesome. Outer marker. Watch your speed. Easy now, Jemima. Look at the view, lads. That is amazing looking. Holy stutters, Batman. This sim, look at the state of it. We're coming in sideways. What's the course? 202. Alright, we're looking good. Watch your speed. We're looking good, lads. Well, I hope we're looking good. 100 knots. We're on the glide slope rather. Localizer has been established. Where's your turn and slip coordinator? Or how does it assist in that way? I'll show you now. Alright, speed is good. Easy. Easy. Alright, so in terms of a turn and slip, you're thinking of like an analog. So what we have here, it uses these digital lines to show you direction of your aircraft, and also down here. Right. Autopilot off. Oh, look at the lightning in the distance, look. Did you see it? Jesus. Right, easy now. Flaps. 20 degrees. Full flaps. All 36 degrees of them, look. You're below the glide, Murphy, below the glide. Terrible stutters. Ah, Jesus. Easy. Easy. Passengers are cold. You'll be alright. Right. Gently now, Murphy. 11 knots of wind on our left side coming in. Easy.
Oh, Jesus.
Me lights are flashing. Watch the wind. Easy. Power to idle. Hold the nose. Touched him, jeez, we felt that. Beta. That wasn't beta. Jesus. It's alright, lads. What wasn't working? Cyrus T tried a timeout, it didn't work. Or not a timeout, a lights out, it didn't work. He demands a refund. That was interesting. I pressed the wrong button. Cushions are wrecked. They're actually alright. Surprisingly. You were robbed. Yeah, redeems armor. Cyrus, I don't press these buttons, man. It's up to the world of, you know, the internet and then something else, you know. And I'm also kind of glad, because, like, you'd have absolutely butchered me landing. That was the point, Murphy. Ah, Jesus. Right, we shall taxi back. Look at that weather. Bloody hell, we're to fly back into that. Yeah, right, you turned them off. I wish I could. Cushions are wrecked, says the man find a citation. That was a lovely landing. In me head. 165. Come on out of that now, lads, huh? Beautiful. Easy does it. Better than on your head. Very true. Very true. That was a sporty landing. Right, we are now headed towards our final destination, where everything began this evening. Kilo Bravo, Kilo Echo. A 78 nautical mile hike on a heading of 151 degrees. Adam B. Twitch, yes sir. Back on Euro Truck tomorrow. We also have a daytime stream tomorrow. We're flying in the Inabil's F406. When you approach a crosswind, do you prefer to crab or wing down? Always crab, never wing down. Yeah, it resonates. Pretty cool looking, isn't it? It's gorgeous, man. Easy now. Jesus. So I wonder, should that be a tag? Easy. Wonder should that be a tag? You're hearing an echo? Really? What do I use to check me landing rate? It's called landing rate monitor, LRM. Adam has to, yeah, you got to start your mods again? Yeah, man, for your truck, 100%. Muse fan! That second window was making a proper out of you. Brilliant. Right, fuel is okay. We got roughly half in our tanks. That's a taxiway, not a race. I'm trying to go handy, listen. It's all terribly exciting. You know. Jesus, what's the queue like up here? Right, lads, when you're ready, up the yard. Up the road. Yes. Right, altitude, we're going back up to 10. I'll go around you there, lads. Coming through. Right, we'll go up to 10,000 and we find to see what happens. Lovely. Jay's that weather, look at it. Now, let me see. Onto the active. There's Muse Van, Flyer 10, Fierce Wolf. Jeez, that sky is unbelievable looking, isn't it? We're fighting dusk. Now, I'm going to have to bring the time of day back a little bit more, or down a little bit more. I would say 820. Yes, 820. 2020. You know. There's helicopter. All right, let's see what we can do here. Heading will be heading mode. We're going to go on to GPS here now. Let me see. Direct to flight plan. KBKE, direct, activate. CDI to GPS. Heading to heading. Altimeter settings are good. We will climb at 1,500 feet. We're aiming for 10,000 feet. But look what we're flying into. This is going to be hilarious. Riot, are we ready, sports fans? Let's see what we can do. Power coming in. Off the brakes. Let's roll. Chase the wind. Take up power set. Speed alive. 40 knots. There's 60. 80, we're getting light. 85. Terrible stutter. Up the hill. Easy now. Positive rate of climb. Gear coming up. Flaps in. Bit of trim. Super tight, you better believe it, man. You better believe it. Alright, autopilot engage. Yaw dampener is on. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of news when we get back. Well, I hope so. This is absolutely savage looking. Look what we're flying into though. Look. All the planes around us. Look at this. Savage. Okay. Let's see what the weather does. We will be turning left. We're okay-ish at the moment. Left turn coming in. We're going to head over a bit way to... let's call it 120. 120 degrees. This could be interesting. 148 she wants. That's okay. We'll go on to nav mode in a moment. I'm seeing lightning. So in 10 miles we're looking okay-ish. That's still scanning. It might find something. See the way the cells are turning orange, look. So that's giving us 10 miles visibility ahead of us. We can go out to like 40 miles. We're going to be coming over this neck of the woods. We'll be turning right. Let's see what happens. Nav mode, arm it. GPS is ready to rock. Once it comes into this magenta line, once this all starts lining up, she's going to be turning right. Keeping a scan of the weather. You can bring up next route on this to help us. There's bits of it. There's bits of it. Right. We're doing all right. Let's see what happens here. So, heading is armed, autopilot, yaw dampener, vertical speed 1500, airspeed 160. We're fighting a 15 knot headwind. Weather radar's doing its thing. Nothing major out the window. We do know we're going to be turning right this direction. And we are losing daylight. Oh, look at that though. Jesus. I'm so glad we're flying this machine tonight. It's been a minute since we flew it. It's gorgeous, man. Absolutely freaking gorgeous. Tunes. Okay, so a right turn, let's have a look. So our cross track is 1.4 miles out. As this gets closer, this guy starts moving in. The aircraft will probably bank to intercept it and then follow. That's the hope, right? So we're a mile from capturing. She's got it. Half a mile. Altitude looking good, speed looking good. Autopilot's catching it. She'll roll in. GPS has been captured. Nice. So how will that affect us on this right turn? Extra speed here as well. So far, so good. What's the green rectangle in the center of the G1000? A green rectangle. Oh, the green reticle. That's the course. That's where you're supposed to be following. Yeah. So that's showing you, it's like a reticle, it's like your target. You must go that direction. So, for instance, if you have to aim off because of wind, it's showing it that's where you're going, but you may not be facing it. You know what I mean? How many close calls flying through the clouds in a group like that? How many close calls flying through the clouds in a group like that? Probably lots. like, this wouldn't be real world stuff at all. I mean, you'd be dodging all of this. You wouldn't be going anywhere near heavy clouds with other aircraft so close to you. ATC would look after everything else for you. This is giving me 20 miles out. We've about 60 odd miles to go. There are cells here, but it doesn't look as bad as it was. We'll keep our eye on it. Look at the clouds, man. That's beautiful, isn't it? It's stunning. Oh, look at the lightning out there, look. Man alive, that was absolutely savage, wasn't it?
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
It's a big 10-4, good buddy. Zard, thank you very much indeed for your Tier 1 Prime subscription. 12 months, buddy. Thank you very, very much indeed. What a legend. The man is a legend. Where's this one now? If I do, this could work. Ooh. We should expect some more lightning. How's her speed doing? Drop her back. Easy does it. Kieran Niall, you fixed your problem. What was it, Kieran? Tell us all about it, my dude. What happened to the situation, Kieran? Also, lads, 48 likes on YouTube. Thank you all so very, very much indeed. Hope you're all having a very pleasant evening. And thank you for all the support on YouTube. It does help out the channel when you hit the old like button. Don't know how it does. It's science, do you know? But I thank you very much indeed. You got 2020 working again. Any idea what it was, Kieran? Man alive, look at the scenery out there, look. Hello, fireflies. Ah, look at that. Devil flying the PC-12, look. Oh, DX-12. Ah, nice, nice. Kubi, thank you very much indeed, man. I'm really, really liking flying this. I need to take this out on Vatsim soon. There be Wombat. Now, just for the giggles, let's change the laws of physics, shall we? Speed rolling in at 15 knots, right? Let's double it. So let's give us a bit more shake, rattle and roll. Increase some lightning. Increase if it's on full pelt, right? Give us a few more clouds. Make this a little bit biblical, do you know what I mean? Top layer, no. Bottom layer, that's fine. So the winds, right? 30 knots. And let's give it a mad friggin' gust. Gusting 40. Oh, yes. Gust per minute. 18. Right, this is definitely going to give us a challenge. Definitely. Heisenberg, good to see you, buddy. Cyrus T has done an epic job on that livery for the MH60, says the Limbics. I need to go flying in it soon. I love the MH60, it's so nice. Right, so by messing around, what's this done to me? Situational awareness. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All sorts of trouble. We need to keep an eye on this now because this heavy, all this crap, that's drifting, that's drifting away from us. Is it? Yeah, that's drifting away from us. So hang on. Change the wind direction. 130, swap it. 320. Oh, yes. I'm going to give this guy a bit of that. Now we're thrashing. Now that's going to upset the plane completely. Completely. Look at that. So this weather is now coming in on top of us. Deadly. She won't be too friggin' stable now, look. Lightning and everything around us. This is going to be absolutely friggin' nuts. There's nothing to worry about, lads. You know, except for everything. Can you explain the difference between a VOR landing and an RNAV? So a VOR landing, you wouldn't necessarily... Well, you can do a VOR approach if the VOR station is there. That means you're going to tune your radio to fly on a specific radial leaving that VOR station. So you can kind of triangulate and get your distance to and from. An RNAV is using radio or like radar navigation. Essentially a GPS to give you that, you know, global positioning accuracy on an RNAV. If you're using something like a localizer or an instrument landing system, what you're doing there, you're tuning in to the localizer, right? Which again is a very high frequency being pushed out. And it's going to give you lateral and also... it's going to give you vertical and also... what's the word I'm looking for? Lateral and longitudinal... information. Yeah, it's going to basically going to tell you the height as in a glide path because it's transmitting on that, and it's also going to give you your lateral navigation as well. An RNAV is way more accurate. Look at the lights here. But ILSs are also very accurate as well. They're very, very accurate. Do you know? Jesus, look at the lights here, lads. This is class looking, isn't it? Absolutely savage. Where's this one now? We'll do a bit of where is it now? We'll do one of these. That might be the group code in Skynet. TTM, Hermit. It's almost as if you want to crash. That's just gorgeous, lads. Look at this. Isn't that amazing? Detail. Frightening. Absolutely frightening coming in here, isn't it? Savage. Right. Not much to see because the lights are giving it all of that. What's happening here in our scope? Messy. Very, very messy. Okay, so we need to consider landing. So, Baker, approach, RNAV. Now we've changed the shag and wind, haven't we? So what's the wind doing now? What did we say the wind was? It's coming in from 320. So the wind is coming in from the north. Unspecified runway, that's not good. Oh jeez, this is going to be great, Craig. So we've 1-3 or 3-1. There's a VOR approach or an RNAV for 1-3. And suddenly a mountain out of nowhere. Colonel Four, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. The wind is blowing in from 320. Ideally we want to be landing on runway 31. Oh, the weather's getting absolutely hellacious. We can see nothing. It's pure nighttime. See how disorientating friggin' strobe lights are? It's mad, isn't it? Jesus. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We're in the messy stuff now. Two dogs, welcome in, buddy. Yeah, this is a great idea, Murph. 35 knots to our side, look. Imagine this in a biplane. So it's a near zero visibility with no runway 13, but like, according to the sim now with the weather, this is going to be nuts. There's another sim update 3 beta. Oh, nice, nice. The stuff of horror movies, I'm telling you. Thunderbolt's very, very frightening, I'm telling you. Right, let's see what we can do here. I mean, we could be lucky. We'll be very unlucky, but we could be lucky. This is starting to calm down a bit. Zoom out. Oh, Jesus. Oh, look at that. Isn't it mad? Like, it's like, look how peaceful like it is, and then suddenly it's just like friggin' nuts. You know what I mean? Oh, well, where are the winds coming in from? I'm confused. Oh wait, sorry, the winds are coming from 320, blowing against us. 13. Bloody hell. Yeah. Come on, Muse. That was a test. You passed it there, Muse. Good man yourself. Jesus. It's an RNAV. Oh no, you pressed the wrong button, you idiot. Right. RNAV we go again. Procedures. Select approach. RNAV. Vectors. Hang on now. Let's go there. Right. Who said Murphy reads everything? 31, you big idiot. 3-1. Yeah, I do. Listen! Jesus, I've just been mused, if that's a thing. But it's happened. Ooh! I only have an NVIDIA 3070 and I discovered this weekend I get higher resolution on 2020 than 24. Really? They're the right numbers, just not in the right order. Yeah. This is going to be hilarious. Right, what's this doing now? Where are you trying to put me plane? It's turning me around back to Sitok. Okay. It's flying us back into that friggin' storm. That was, Jesus, that was genius. I can report it's not half bad at all, considering, right? You're after programming in an RNAV approach for 1.3, but you need 3.1. Huh? Why are we landing on 3.1 with it? Hang on, I'm confused. The wind is coming from 320. Am I not right in saying that? If the wind is coming from 320, it's blowing from 320 against us. No, that'd be wrong. Wait now. The wind is blowing that direction. Therefore, we need to be landing into the wind. Oh yeah, you absolute catastrophic muppet. Jesus! It's alright, lads. Ooh, there are no procedures for this runway. I don't think. Select approach. Oh no! It's a visual approach for 3.1. Oh dearie me. It's okay, Murph. I won't slag you about it. It's fine. It's fine. Let's not worry about it, lads. Jesus. How is this going to look now? I was getting very confused there. So we need to overfly the airport. Oh, Jesus. Right. Now, what's my altitude? Well, lower it straight away. Get us down there now to about 6,000. Flight level change. Speed. Call it 160. And power back. Right. There's a VOR which will help a little. 1153. One 153. Yeah, okay, that'll do it. The suspense is real. You can see some lights. It's like proper nighttime under here, look. There is nothing to say. Jesus, lads, whose idea was this? It's alright. Nothing to worry about. Everything's absolutely A-okay. Runway 31 is what we need. This is going to be grand. Suspenseful music? I think so. Runway course is 308. Rigel. Easy now. To have a circle to land with the RNAV GPS for runway 13. Oh, we could have done that either. No, but let's just see how we get on here now for a minute. Alright. We're kind of going okay for the moment as we descend. Why hasn't she picked up that VOR yet? 14 miles out. I should have got it, shouldn't I? Right now, 1153, right? And we have to allow for the wind. Okay. Just aim for the writing in the sky. I'll turn that bit off. Let me see. Give me 1.5. Jesus, this is going to get messy. Now, what are we from the airport? 9 miles? So we should be okay-ish. There's a tiny gap to do this. Look at that, you have a tiny gap. Right, don't panic. Let us see what'll happen here now. So we're saying 298. No, we want to say 308. Now, runway heading. (306) at 3373. 306 at 3373. 306 at 3373. All right. All right, drop her down. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's just nothing. It's grand, it's grand. Don't panic, lads. I've done this before. In me sleep, having a dream. Yeah, totally sound. I will amaze you with my water... something. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Right. Oh no, we're getting bad weather again. Jesus. It'd be grand. It'd be grand. That altitude is getting shocking close. Mind the speed. Level her off there now, Tony. Hope to be chases out of it. Stable 5. Continue on doing what you were doing, you big idiot. Right, turn them lads off for a minute. Speed is coming down. Watch your speed. Yaw dampener, good luck. Not your flaps. Big mountain. Big, big mountain. Right, let's start tightening up here. 130, 306, 4500. Oh, Jesus. Don't panic. Oh, no. We're 3 miles out. This weather's about to come in again. Look. Ah, no. Shag off, weather! We don't want you! Easy now. Watch your speed, you muppet. Slow her right down, Murphy. Gear. Oh, jeez. Easy. The weather's about to come in and absolutely shag it. It's going to shag it all. Jesus. Shit. And the wind is causing all sorts of problems. Nothing to worry about. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. I should look at it. There's no place like home. We're going to lose visibility now. This is going to turn into an absolute mess. More flaps. Oh, Jesus. We're not there yet. We're still not there yet. I need this VOR to really tighten up, but it's not going to be perfect unless the VOR is actually sitting on the ramp. You know what I mean? Jesus.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Watch the train. CP! Turn me lights off! Jesus! Right, hang on. No! Just get out of that shagging terrible weather, will you? And we need to turn left now in a second. It's all going terrible bad. It's terrible bad. Right, we're fully committed. Hard left. Hard. Turn it left down now, lads. Hard. Turn it in down now. It's a good fella. Slow her down. More flaps into the equation. Oh, Jesus. Whose idea was this? You can see now. There it is. Hold. Hold. 3, 4, 5.
Jesus.
Easy. Right, 306. Let's be having you turn in. Oh, Jesus. Autopilot off. Easy now. Oh, bloody hell, we're gone sideways. This the angle we need to land? Look! Oh, Jesus! 33 knots on me nose! How are you calling big nose? Easy now. Flaps are full. Gears down. Ah, yes, we're breaking away from the crappy weather. It's just gone behind us, look. Oh, Jesus, look! Easy. Trimmage. Trimmage. That VOR is almost perfectly aligned. But the crosswind is killing us. Oh, Jesus, go handy with the friggin' trim. Too much. Easy. Oh, get us back. Right, gently now, lads. Tiny fingers to pick the big nose. Think of the cushions. I know me cushions. The lights are off, they can't see them. Keep your hands in your pockets. I mean, get your hands out of your pockets. Oh, jeez, the wind. Oh, Jesus. Easy. Oh, my God. The rudder. My feet are going to be shagged. Oh, Jesus. Gently now. Oh. Quick. Don't stir, Sim, whatever you do. Easy. Jesus, easy. You're too fast. Mind the wind. Oh, Jesus, no. Look, it's gone horrible. Easy. Easy. Idle. Hold. Hold it in, Jesus. Down. Oh, did you hear that sound? Beta. Oh, Jesus. We did it. We did a thing with the yoke and ridiculous weather. The simulated horror. Jesus, we can't stop. Will you stop? Manual brakes. Flaps are coming in.
Can I get a refund?
No, you can check off. We're up to that again. Easy now. Turn around there now, you big ape. Lads. That was nuts. Oh, Jesus. Midlife, you're making a complete and utter boss of the situation. The poor old Devil, did you see what happened to midlife Rex?
Yeah, baby.
How did we manage that? That just shouldn't have happened. Look at the weather sock giving it all its business. Toto's in a helicopter enjoying himself. Madness. We'll pull in here now. On the ramp. Jesus. Parking brakes are set.
Jesus.
That was absolutely friggin' nuts. Like, nuts.
Get a load of this guy.
That was crazy. But an insane amount of fun, wasn't it? Yeah, fly with storms, Murph. Be grand, Murph. The difference 20 minutes make. That is absolutely nuts. So, like, that wind is actually pushing away from us, look. So we caught the very tails. Like, look at the timing of that. And look what's coming in against us, look. Jesus, lads. We should do more of these storming landings. What? You mad? I'm sweating in places I shouldn't be. Well, I mean, my toes are sweating, yeah. Oh, Jesus, he said that out loud. Bloody hell, Nora. Right, hang on now. Where are we, Murph? You're down here somewhere. Let's have a look. Buttons? You can do it. Right. Have I tried DCS World? Not in a long time. Mr. Square Lee is here. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. We didn't need to know that, but anyway. Yes. Telling us things that only his missus should know. Be grand, lads. Don't be worried about it. I do the silly things so you don't have to. Lads, that was an absolute blast, wasn't it? That was so much fun. And I'm very tired now. What an amazing evening flying with you guys once again. Absolutely insane, so it was. Something like that. That was amazing, lads. It really, really was. Hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours of fun flying in absolutely mad weather, isn't it? Isn't it like? It's just pure nuts. But yeah, DCS, it's certainly on the list at some stage, but I do have too much other things to be doing. Do you know what I mean? But lads, to everyone who fly that one with us, bloody hell, it was some crack, wasn't it? Legendary stuff. So we're back tomorrow, 1100 Zulu, 10 in the morning. We're going to be flying the Inibills 406, and then we have some trucking then tomorrow night. But that was so much fun. And oh yeah, I need to show you this before we go, lads, right? If you want to find some of the world's most challenging weather, go over to badbadweather.com. Badbadweather.com. Save it to your browser. Because if you want to go in and find, like, thunderstorms, they're going to show you where all the thunderstorms are happening. For example, Oklahoma, Joplin, right? The wind speed and what's happening. So it's going to show you everywhere in the world where there's bad weather, right? Wind, for example, 31 knots there in Toksuk Bay, is it? And it's global, right? It's looking everywhere. So, gusting 39, look, right? Where2fly.com can also suggest stuff. Oh, where to fly? Yeah. High temperature, visibility, rain, snow. This one's very good. Thunderstorms are always great, and the sim does a great job of loading them in. Not just bad weather, but bad weather. Yeah, it's very, very good. I enjoy it immensely. But anyway, lads, we're back to you tomorrow. 1100 Zulu tomorrow morning. We take the 406 out for a jolly Newcastle in England, and we're going to be heading to Scotland. Very much looking forward to that. So lads, thank you all so very, very much indeed for tuning in, all the support. Also, we tested some science for the first time ever over on Kick. And well, thank you very much for your support over there as well. And of course, everyone on YouTube for all the likes. You're absolutely brilliant. So until tomorrow, I bid you adieu. Thank you all so very much indeed. And see you soon.
Oh, Jesus.
You didn't use your indicators. Electricity must be expensive in your truck, is it? Christ! Oh no, a terrible accident! Jesus! Did you Did you Oh, I nearly passed out of the laughter. Did you just see what happened? Jesus! She looks like your man. Oh no, it's a him. Oh Jesus. It looked like your one, Katie Taylor. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a great fight, and then I boxed the head off him. Brilliant. We're doing a thing, right? We're almost supersonic. No, we're only at 400 knots. That was the most cinematic anticlimax ever. Yeah, but hang on, give it time. We're doing it. Ah, you're gonna miss the ground, you big ape. Hang on. Bank angle. Just put it in the ground, Murph. Stop showing off. Because it does have crash physics. Watch. This'll surely blow up. All is well in the realm